Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for joining us again this week. It's an honor, it's a privilege to be here again before you with a friend of mine, a brother of mine, someone that I've known for a while, partner in a lot of things, Mr. Fiston Kalala. So today we're going to have a good time, man. I know this guy and I love this guy so much. I've done a lot of work with him, and it's an honor to have you here, sir. Thank you so much for joining me. I know you're a busy man. You have a lot going on.
Thank you for the opportunity, brother. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
So today we're going to learn about a lot of stuff about him and everything that is, everything around his life and everything, his business, family, faith, and lot more. So stick around, and I'm sure you're going to be blessed with everything that you're going to learn about our brother, Fiston Kalala. Thank you. Yeah, man. Let's talk. Can you talk, man? Let's talk. I know you got the story, man. Come on, let's talk. Let's talk. Thank you so much for being here. Like I said, today I'm privileged to have Fiston Kalala here. Um, and I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited. Please introduce yourself to our viewers so that they can get to know you a little bit more in details.
Um, Probably most of you guys have known my name. Yes, my name is Fiston Kalala, and then I'm a video director. I'm a founder of ClearSight Graphics. I'm a husband to one wife.
To one wife.
So yeah,
Shout out to you.
yeah. Shout out to my wife. You're watching
Isabella.
this. Yeah,
Sa-
she's smiling. So, yeah. So yes. So I do. So I do videography, photography, and I'm also specialized in video and photography, so prospect. So just the wedding coverage and kind of stuff. So yeah, so we don't do more of the commercial thing, most of the car, event stuff. So yes.
Nice. Mr. Kalala, thank you so much for joining me today. Are you a born again Christian?
Yes. This guy. Yes, I'm a, yeah. Of course, I fellowship at the Living Faith Pentecostal Ministry.
Where is that located?
That's in North Perth Town Warm, in North Perth. North Perth Town Warm. So, yeah, so that's where I was baptized. So after it was after my conversion, after 2 years after my conversion, or 2 years and a half. And then that's when, then I was baptized at Living Faith Pentecostal Ministry in 2013.
Wow.
Something like that. So, yeah, so since then I never looked back. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
All right. I'm sure we're going to be inspired a lot with what you have to share. I've had the privilege to work closely with you. Sometime I'll come to your house, and my wife always know when I'm going to Fiston's house. She just don't bother checking when I'm coming back home or whatever. Yeah. But anyway, I know that you work hard. You have a lot in your hand. So we are going to be inspired today. Let's jump into it straight away. Salvation. What does salvation means to you? And do you remember the time you got saved? The time that you received Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. Do you remember what happened? Do you remember the story?
I can't remember the date, but I remember accepting Jesus into my life, and that was back in 2013 and stuff. 2008? No, not 2013. 2008.
2008.
2008. Yeah. So I was a little kid though. There. So I was going to what do you call it? White House.
White House
Community Church. Exactly. So there was this guy came up with a CD. Shaban. I don't know if you know him. You know Shaban, right? Lino's brother. Yeah, so he came up with a CD, and then this CD was kind of like a hip hop thing. So it was a hip hop music. It was like kind of stuff. So there was this Christian hip hop music, man. It's not like this kind of stuff.
Yeah,
So,
I get what you mean.
so it was like great songs, and I started listening to it. And, wow, that was a bomb. So
Lecrae, even?
Lecrae, yeah. So since then I got interested in rap, in rap music and all kind of stuff. So, and then there was so there was a lot of things, man, because it inspired me a lot. So since then I was like, wow, man, I want to be like these guys. I want to, I want to give my life to Christ. I need to be different, kind of stuff. So, and then I remember, asking Jesus into my life. And then that day when, one Sundays, and, every time the preachers, at the end of a sermon, when he finished preaching, he'll be like, oh, if you don't know Jesus, come up here, and then we pray for you, and then so you can receive Jesus. So yeah, I did that for a couple of years, just going up, but I was not sure yet, if I was saved or not. So I kept on going there, and then and if you're not sure about your salvation and stuff, so it's very easy, for people to backslide and move on.
That's correct.
This kind of stuff. So, and then so there was a day when I was reading the Bible, and then I come across to John 6:36. Verse 36. Yeah. So when it comes up, whoever come into me, I will never cast out. So I was like, oh man, I was like, Lord, I've been asking you into my life for long, for a while now. So Lord, please take me who I am right now. So I come to you. So, and then that's when, and then that was just like an anchor, into my life, and then I received faith, a gift from God, and then that's when, until now. So, and then after that, that was my conversion, and then after a couple of years in 2013, that's when I moved into another Bible-believing church in Living Faith Pentecostal Ministries. So that's when I started, and then I was, man, I need a Bible-believing church where I can grow more in faith and kind of stuff, to be grounded in faith and something like that. And then so that's when I went to Living Faith Pentecostal Ministries. So that's where I met my wife and stuff, and then so that's where things started there. So that's when I got baptized there. After a couple of months later, I got baptized. Living Faith. So
that's nice. Nice story. I mean, everybody meets Jesus in different ways, and sometimes it's good to just share, your personal encounter with Jesus, and because I think it's important that we share these things. You never know who the story is going to impact. So. Thank you so much about that. You've mentioned Living Faith. You attend there. That's where you met your wife. I like that, because I met my wife at church too.
Back in the day, man.
Yeah. Anyway, now after your salvation, now you've received Jesus as your Lord and Savior. did you encounter any challenges? And if you did, how did you overcome them?
Following Jesus is like climbing a mountain, so you have to, of course, there was the challenges that will come in. So, before you even, be a Christian, you have to sit down and count, sit down and calculate, and count the cost, following Jesus, of course, there will be, you can't just start building, blah, 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 without counting the costs. So, of course, you know exactly, there'll be challenges that will be coming. There'll be people around that are gonna come and, test you along the way. Your faith is, to see if your faith is genuine.
Correct.
So, I take that challenge, I take those challenges, whatever, to be as a gift from God, like to
help you grow.
To help you grow up and stuff. So in everything, at the end of the day, you need to look up to Jesus. Like, Jesus is the reason why I'm,
I am who I am.
Who I am.
So that's very true. And I like how you say, just look up to Jesus. Sometimes we get solutions with our situation or anything that we're going through, just by looking at Jesus, by looking out to Jesus, and boom, there's a solution over there already.
Exactly.
And so thank you so much for that information. Now, I want to talk to you about business. So let's talk about ClearSight. Me personally, I like the name ClearSight. I reckon that name came from heaven. I reckon it's just perfect. Even the way it's written, your logo and stuff, and how it sounds like, how you pronounce it, ClearSight. It's like there's something about that name. How did you come up with that name, man? What inspired you to come up with that name?
My dad used to own a cleaning business.
Here in Perth?
Yeah, in Perth. Yeah.
What?
So the cleaning business. Yeah, I think it was named. It was called Crystal Clear. Crystal Clear. Cleaning business. So it was kind of like a private thing. So I did that for a couple of years, but I didn't like it because it was hard work.
Yeah, of course.
So those things, man, was too hard. So what it is I was like, man, I gotta start something myself. I gotta get into, because I was more into, graphics and stuff in there, that kind of stuff. So I started off from high school, and then I started doing flyers for people, a friend of mine and everything like that.
By the way, without cutting you off, what high school did you go to?
North Lake.
North Lake.
So I went to North Lake, man. So I went to Melville.
Melville.
Yeah, for a couple of months, but that was. Yeah.
And then they said,
all
right, keep going. And then you started doing it at school?
Yeah, I started going to North Lake. Yeah, that's when I got interested into, because most of my subjects were into computing and stuff. We did like technical computers, a lot of stuff, man. Yeah. So I was taking computers apart and putting all the pieces together into PCs and stuff. So I did that, those technician stuff, everything and that. So I did. And then, I didn't enjoy it. And then I started doing the graphic stuff. I don't know, because it was more, grimly. You see all those guys and like, wow, but like, man, you see those guys, doing tutorials on, on YouTube, like how they make. They make cartoons and stuff. I was like, man, they make logos. But like, man, I want to be that person right there. But when you start doing it, man, in high school, you gotta do the briefing and profiles, this and this.
Did you do writing, programming and stuff?
You need to be there and handy, man, because you do a lot of. Because I did the programming. Yeah, we started with the program, but most of the stuff was just. just to help yourself, you know, like it wasn't just
Because
a
I
big
did
thing.
IT myself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I love the programming. I love it. I love it so much. You know, just you can put codes together and it makes the computer do something. You know,
Exactly.
it's. I found it really nice.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But now it's easy. Everybody can do it. Just drag and drop. You know,
Yeah,
there's no need for coding and stuff. I'm like, man, I love this, man.
Man,
But
for me, when I was learning,
yeah.
I had to do the coding.
the coding, yeah.
Yeah. I remember I made a website,
yeah,
the first website I
I
made.
remember that website,
Man.
I remember that website.
Anyway. Yeah. So you started doing graphics.
Yeah, I went up and started doing graphics, and then was like, man, and I started getting good at it. I was like, okay, let me start maybe a Facebook page. I was not thinking too much about business, if the business will grow or not. I started so I can, because I wanted to document my, you know,
What you're
whatever
doing.
profile or something,
Yep.
what I'm
Yep.
doing or something
Yep.
like that. You
Yep.
know, so I open up a Facebook page, put my name on it, like Fiston Design, and I was like, man, and then later on, I start doing it, and then later on, yeah, after being baptized and something like that, I mean, I thought, man, this name sounds so selfish, man. I gotta change this. It sounded so selfish, so I wanted to engage more people into it. I'm like, man, maybe I start thinking, maybe if I want to reach more people, then I need to change the name. I need to, maybe I need to come up with something else. Yeah. And then that's when I moved to, I was like, man, because my dad has that name, because I wanted to take that name, like Crystal, maybe Crystal Clear, maybe Crystal Clear what? Clear. Yeah, because that graphic, because everything we were doing, because we wanted to do it maybe a production, maybe ClearSight production or something like that, or Crystal Clear, but it was already taken when I searched up on the business name or something like that. So I was like, man, okay. And then ClearSight graphics just pop out. Maybe ClearSight, because I was doing something and we get all these suggestions.
Suggestions
so
of what you can do next.
Yeah, what we can do. So ClearSight pop up like that. I was like, all right, that sounds all right. Okay, let me just go with it. And so I put ClearSight graphics on it. So, and then that's what we use as a trading name, and then from there on, we're like, okay.
So I guess in another way, your daddy's business inspired you to come up with ClearSight.
With ClearSight, exactly. Yeah. So
that's cool, man. That's cool.
So I can take it that way. Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah.
All right. What does ClearSight do? Give us the details. What kind of stuff that you cover, or someone may be out there. All they know is ClearSight shoots weddings or shoot music videos. Just give us the details of what you really cover, and so that our viewers can know.
Yes, I think we started off by doing graphics design and everything like that, all graphics works, and then but right now we're just specialized in photography and videography. Yeah. Okay. So so we want to keep it that way, photography and videography. So we cover weddings, then it could be coverage, and then birthday parties, funerals, all that. So we can do all that. So you guys seminars and everything like that. We do all. So. Okay. So.
Nice.
Into videos.
So pretty much everything. Really.
Everything video related.
Everything that needs
graphics,
a camera to.
Exactly.
Okay.
Motion graphics, everything, man.
Do you do movies or short movies?
Short videos. We can do that. That's not a problem at all. So we have done it in the past. So
that's good. That's good.
We can do that, man.
What's the biggest job we've ever done in ClearSight?
Biggest.
Do you remember?
I said a big gun. I remember. Man, there was there was this, man, there was a, what do you call it? There was this wedding. It was a very big wedding, and that was an Indian wedding. All right, a very Indian wedding. So we started at 6 a.m.
Indian weddings, man,
So
is full
yeah,
on.
full on. So we started at like 6 a.m. until late, like 3 a.m. in the morning. 6 a.m. Yeah. So man, I was like, man, we still shooting. Those guys can dance, they party and everything like that. They can drink. So, man, that was my first experience. I felt like, man, I need to give up this thing. And then, because it's a hard work, man. And at that time, because it's a wedding, because I was just, that was like my fourth wedding, when I was getting into
into it.
Yeah, into filming or into wedding and stuff. So, and then I remember because I charged the amount I charged for the work, man, was it was nothing compared to that.
Compared to the work.
To the work, man, I was like, man, I wish I could charge him more, man, for this and this. But you already signed a contract with the guy, so you can't show up and be like, okay, later on, I'll charge you this and this, that was long. So because right now I don't want to, I didn't want to, get into to do the same mistake or something like that. So,
correct.
So Indian weddings, man, that was it was a very challenging job for me to.
That's good.
Cover.
That's good. Now, in business, as an African Australian, do you get much support from other African Australian businesses?
Yes, and most of them are African, of course. Because I think that's what makes us unique, because we're more concentrated on the Africans. So we want our people, we serve them first. We want to, because we see, because in our community, there's no one else doing it here in Perth. It was like, man, we want to do something that we can support our people or something like that. Because I remember people were, there was a guy who shot my event, and then they didn't do a good job, maybe my family event or something like that. They didn't do a very good job, and then that's when we started doing, videography and everything like that. But at the end of time, so because our community is very divided, and for people, if you want to get more support, then if our people can be more united, and then that will bring your community together, and then we'll get more support from that. But yes, so we still pushing into it.
I mean, every business needs a support system.
Exactly.
Every business needs to be supported. Otherwise, you're not gonna make products for yourself. No. So that's good for me to hear that there is that support there. Now, in business, of course, there's always challenges, to trying to manage business, and faith and family, of course, Would you recommend or would you advise young ones, especially our generation, to be interested or to be looking into starting their own businesses and stuff like that?
Yes. Well, if you're gonna be in a video industry, in the videography and something like that, in a creative, of course, yes. Because you need to, man, because it's a business, because that's the only way you can find a profit in business. Because, man, you need to build something. You need to build something for the community. You need to build something for yourself, for the future as well. Because we can't we can't keep on having babies, and then later on when the babies are growing up and everything like that, and then
There's nothing.
and then you throw them up, you give them up, you throw them up to the neighbors or to someone else to look, to go look for a job or something like that. So it's better if you start something, and then you can employ your own children in the future. You never know, or something like that. So it's all about what, because business may not be for everybody. It's hard work. It's not like it's overnight success and then blah blah blah. It may take years for you to succeed. To lift off your feet. So it's better if it's business is for you, go for it. Otherwise, or get a job with someone else.
Yeah. Thank you for that. For me personally, I believe in working for myself, and I will encourage anyone to do the same, because we need to get to a level, especially if you're in ministry, we need to get to a level where we can be able to support ourselves with our generations to come. Even for the ministry to run properly.
That's right.
Otherwise there will be problems. And I think for a better future, we need to have that mind of saying, start to think about tomorrow, our next generation.
Exactly.
And I like the passion and the drive that you have, because I remember when you started. I remember I was there. If I'm not wrong, I was one of the first customers you had.
Exactly, because we did this song. What was the name of the song again?
At my house in Amadel. The man we went even to the city and showed.
Exactly. Yeah. So I can't remember the name of it.
Hear My Cry.
Hear My Cry. That's right.
Hear My Cry. Yeah.
It was very challenging. Man.
Yeah.
At that time, I didn't have any equipment.
You understand?
So so there was the church equipment, right? The choir. So they bought a small cameras and the stuff. So I went and borrowed that because I was the one keeping them, I think. So those were cameras that I used, small Canon cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you'll see that for me, I did some little bit of researches. I don't know any millionaire that doesn't own a business. I don't know anyone who became a millionaire by working for someone.
That's right.
Or working on a job. And the Bible says that we were created in the image of God, and that we are the head and not the tail.
That's what's up.
Therefore, we are destined to prosper. We are destined to be great. And to start preparing that now.
That's what's
and for me personally, I think that's the best way to go. I think that's the best way to go, and that's why my mind has been renewed in that aspect for a while now, and that's why it's hard for me, even when business is down, it's hard for me to go back and become an employee again. It's hard because I feel like I'm pushing myself back. I feel like no, I'm supposed to be going ahead, not going back. So somehow if I try, this is not working, I try something else. It's not working, and whatever that is working, I go with it.
Exactly.
With your story, it's inspiring. It's inspiring. Some people, they may not know because maybe they were not close as I was. But I've seen it. I've seen it happening, and I've seen the growth.
Exactly.
From when we started and how we are now. It's like we are growing together.
Exactly.
It's like I'm pushing you, you are pushing me. It's like and I think that's really inspiring, to be honest.
There's a time where you feel like you want to give up.
Yeah, definitely.
You may get some,
Definitely. you know.
some
But
clients or something like
for
that.
me, I remember since day one, I've been believing in you. The reason why I've been believing in you because I saw in you that you were believing in yourself, even though you knew that you don't have much experience, you don't have much but
Even resources,
resources,
exactly.
but at the same time you are believing in yourself that I can do this. That made me to believe in you, and it's been like that since. Sometimes I don't even worry too much. Sometimes we shoot. I'm just worried. I'm not worried because I know you're gonna do it. You're gonna do it right, and so on and so on. So, I would encourage that someone, if you are watching us, we need to start thinking about our future.
Exactly.
It's now is the right time. It doesn't matter what age you are. If you are able to jump on YouTube and watch this video, you probably, you probably know what I'm talking about. So now is the time, and just in that line for me, that's how I put it. We are the head and not the tail.
Exactly.
We are destined to prosper. God said that He's got a good plan for us, and that plan is not for us to die. It's not for us to die poor. It's for us to prosper.
That's right.
It's for us to prosper. And so we have to play our parts too in that plan of God to be accomplished.
Exactly.
So thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Fisto, and for keep going. Keep pushing. When you keep pushing, you never know who's watching.
That's right.
You never know who's watching. You never know who's saying, man, one day I want to be doing what Fisto is doing. You never know, man. And when you give up,
And then that's it.
you're killing other dreams. You're killing other guys that are watching up to you that are planning to do these things. They may not say it, but they are in themselves. And sometimes we learn a lot in people like you, because even though I'm not into the film industry, but I can see your dedication. But I can see your how can I say? I can see how you perceive things. I can see how you direct. I can see all these things. I can see how your creativity, and I can learn from that. I don't have to be a videographer, for me to learn about being creative.
Exactly.
Do you understand?
That's true.
Yeah. So when we're doing things like this, we don't only inspire people that are in the same field, even people that are out of that field.
Exactly.
So thank you so much for keep going.
Thanks.
It's important. Now, if people wants to get in touch with ClearSight,
Yes, I think our website is up, so you can go to ClearSightGraphics.com, or you can go to our Facebook page. I think it's more, if you want to get quick response, you just go to Facebook page.
Facebook, yeah.
And we're also on Instagram. So, and,
what are the names on Facebook and Instagram?
On Facebook it's just ClearSight Graphics, and on Instagram it's ClearSight Graphics.
Okay.
Yeah, and the website is ClearSightAd.com. So
Cool.
fine there.
Nice. If you permit me, I will also include your number on the screen, or also in the description, just for you to get a hold to.
Yeah, if you can find me, just leave a message or something like that.
Yeah. All right. Now, I don't want to ask too much about the pricings, but I just want to ask: are you negotiable? Are you flexible with your pricing, or are you friendly?
Prices.
Yeah.
No, it depends with with the budget,
Budget,
because we
okay.
cover up, so it doesn't matter what budget, and we'll try, because we'll try our best to, to help your customer out
Sure,
and whatever you
sure,
got.
sure.
So we don't, and then we don't put our, most of the time we don't put our prices up on something like that. So we want you to call.
Yeah.
To call face
And
so we
discuss
can
the details required and stuff
yeah,
like that.
exactly. So,
Nice. All right.
yeah.
So if you've got an event coming up, you've got pretty much anything, baby shower, birthday party, wedding.
Wedding is
These
tough,
days, wedding is tough, man.
Yeah.
These days,
No,
I mean, it's
yeah.
good for you.
Wow.
Because you don't have
It
to,
is,
to have
yeah.
too many footage or whatever.
Yeah. By getting into the wedding industry, man, it's very good, because there's always someone who
Of course.
getting married every
Of
year,
course.
and thing like that. So you
Yes.
always get
Yes.
hired. So
Yeah.
if you want to get into the filming, if you want to be a event photographer and everything like that, then there's always
Are
jobs
you
over there.
employing? Do you have a vacancy at the moment?
Not at the moment, this, because it's been quiet for a while and
Yeah.
everything like that. So, yeah, because I have other couple of guys that can
That work together,
to help me out. on the
Nice,
site.
nice.
So, yeah, but it's always good that you just send us a message or anything like that when the opportunity come available, then we can.
Because I know there's few photographers and around here, Perth, starting up. Are you in collaboration with partnership with? Do you know them? Is there an association here for you guys or what?
Well, there's a lot of groups. There's a Facebook groups, kind
Oh,
of stuff that we're in. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, there's more. There's a lot, but we, because on the we try to be, each company, they have their own style of shooting stuff. So we don't want to get into, into other.
Yeah, definitely.
Other stuff. So we just want to keep on our own space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, that's great. So thank you so much. Now, so like you said before, your starting up was more of not a business aspect. Just like trying to help out guys, the design, the graphics and stuff like that, and then the business side of it start coming up later.
Yes, because we started up just to, because there was a time when maybe someone showed at my wedding and then they didn't like some of the thing, and then I was like, okay, and that's when I take it very seriously, the business. Yeah, I was like, man, I need to start doing these things. I need to help my community now.
That's it.
Because back in the day, we were just getting people from out of the state, to come and do videos
correct.
and stuff, kind of stuff.
Correct, I remember.
Yeah, so I need to, because there was something that missing. Yeah, we want to do something big as well for our community.
Yeah.
So of course we want to solve that problem, because money is money is the reward for for solving someone's problem.
Of course.
So if I solve your problem, why not you catch me in on money or something?
Of course.
like that. So,
Yeah. Good. Now,
so the industry itself, man, is it's very hard, especially
of course.
sometimes it's very tough, weddings and stuff. Wedding itself, I mean, that's very tough things. It's very tough, So it's you gotta be, but you just have to learn how to balance stuff, because sometimes you gotta, especially family. If you have a family, man, you need to know how to balance that. But it doesn't matter what you do, at the end of the day, you need to go back home. So make sure you
balance family,
yeah,
work,
you gotta
and
make
business.
sure, because especially, I'm not saying about the living room or anything like that, but you need to, even the bedroom itself, because that's where you spend most of your time when you come back home. So you gotta make sure you
maintaining, you balance that.
You balance that.
That's very wise advice. Anyway, so obviously with business, everything is not always good. Everything's not always sweet.
No.
And I can say that because, you know, I'm a businessman too. So I know and understand. What are the things, some of the things, or, you know, just give us one or two or three, whatever, that helps you sometimes when the things is really down, when that moment you feel like, ah, man, I'm not making money, I'm putting too much efforts, too much time, and, you know, I'm not getting what I'm deserving, and so on. You feel like, you know, sometimes I remember there was sometimes where I feel like I want to give up, or, you know. But yeah, anyway, what are the things that do help you to kickstart, to continue stating, to keep moving?
Moving. You know, you know, I mean, I can say, man, I can say one of the things I can say is the passion as well. You know, you need to have a passion for what you need to love what you're doing. At the same time, you know, Jesus and the Bible, you know, that's kept me going, because if the Bible is not enough to motivate you for what you're doing, then or to encourage you and to keep you going, then you don't know Him at all. You know, so I think it's passion as well. So you need to have a passion, you know, the knowledge of, you know, what you're doing, and the experience too, you know, to keep you going. Because you know, it's all about your vision, man. You need to know what you're doing it for. Because you know, if you just, there's a lot of people there. It's like you want people. You know, it's like you have a debt to a lot of people here. You know, so if you stop doing it, man,
you're in trouble.
You're in trouble. So it's very hard, man.
Yeah,
to get out
I
those
get what
stuff.
you mean. Yeah,
So
So the passion, I like how you say passion, because I strongly believe in that. You know, because a lot of people, they go into business, or they do a certain thing for the money and for many other reasons, and then the passion, they leave out the passion, and somehow they lose interest
exactly.
in what they're doing, and before you know, they stop. Yeah, passion is really important.
And there's nothing wrong about making money. You know?
Of course, absolutely.
Even the Bible says, you know, you say like, when we get to
Absolutely.
heaven, we'll be walking on the street of gold, man. So on the street of gold. So how can you walk on the street of gold, man, if you don't have money here? So you better catch that money here, man.
No, totally. Absolutely nothing wrong in making money. In fact, you should be making money. It's important that you make money.
Make money.
It's important that you put food
Always
on
look
your
for
table.
Profit,
It's important. It's important. It's very important. And also, how are you going to invest in equipment? How are you going to invest
to grow?
You know, you know, it takes money to make money.
Exactly. That's what's up. And in this industry, man, you gotta keep up with time.
That's it. That's it.
Popping up.
That's it.
Every year.
So when you are planning, or if you are doing a business, you really need to consider that. Are you making money? It's important. You need to ask yourself questions, do calculations, get your accountants, and whatever. Are you making money, or you just doing the business so that people can see that you are doing a business? You know. You do meet people like that.
Exactly.
You know, they just wanna to be known in the community that they are doing a business.
Exactly. Yeah.
Whether they make money or not.
Well,
You know, it's really not healthy for you. You need to make sure that you're making money. You need to make sure that you're progressing in life. You need to make sure that, you know, even if you're not making money now, but there is plans for you to make money tomorrow with that what you're doing. You know, don't just sit and losing money, losing time without.
And the other thing, you just have to understand the industry getting in. Because for me, it was very hard because I didn't know what I was getting into. So I lost some bit of money, you know, in it. So I've lost some because I was more, you know, I was more into gears, man. I was
buying
buying gears,
gear,
buying
yeah.
this and this, man. And then later on, it was not useful for the job that was I was doing requiring, and then I have to give them up, So so it's better you just understand the industry, and then
Why you didn't give me some equipment?
Right.
You give it to me. If you don't want them, I'll put it on Facebook Market or Gumtree or something.
No,
You just give equipment away.
no, it's
Anyway,
so
yeah. So the passion is important.
That's very important, man, when it comes to videos.
Yeah. So
business, whatever you have.
Yeah.
Gift, so.
Of course, making money is important, but also passion is important because passion keeps you going.
Keeps you going.
Even when things are still not stable.
Exactly.
It's the passion that drives you.
That's what's
It's
up.
the passion that pushes you to keep going. So consider that in whatever that you're doing.
And invest in yourself, man.
Definitely.
Learning, keep learning.
Investing,
Don't give up.
knowledge.
Yeah, there's a lot of books, podcasts and everything that can teach you.
In fact, YouTube is becoming really, really
Well, it's really big.
the teacher
so exactly.
of many things.
A lot of things, man. So
Yeah,
there's a lot of them, man. So it's very hard now to make videos and everything like that than it was before.
Yeah.
Because now people can shoot it with a mobile phone.
Yeah.
And that's make it really the industry. Man, it's very hard for the industry now because when people can shoot a video and
with a mobile phone, they don't need you to come with a big camera.
Photography, and then you see that's why you see a lot of videographers. They don't make a lot of money than photographers, But I don't understand even until now why, but it just because you just have to if you just know your industry very well, man. So,
otherwise, you have to go and buy a really, really expensive camera so that you, at least when you're advertising, you can say, "I've got this big camera," and people will say, "Wow, that camera costs 20 grand. I must go to this guy to shoot me."
Yeah, but it's not about equipment. It's not about equipment. It doesn't matter what equipment you got, but you just have to keep up with it. If you have the knowledge of that. If I use because a lot of people that I know, they have a big equipment, but they don't know how to use it.
That's it.
You don't know how to use it, man. Because it happened to me. I used to own those kind of big cameras, those kind of stuff. I didn't know how to use them, and then I have to sell that up and everything. I give them up. So because I didn't know how to use them, so
that's correct.
It was very hard to work with them. So So it's understandable the business, but when you're doing the videos, like I say, it's all about the knowledge because you're trying to take photos or a video that will, that will be that the photography. Those guys who do mobile photography, so you need to make your photo not to look like, not to compete with that. Because that's why you see there's not a lot of girls or anything like that doing it, because it's a tough industry. Doing it because there's some angles that you need to take that someone with a mobile phone cannot take.
That's it.
So we need to stick that, and that's when creativity comes in. And try to to work things out.
Correct. All right. What's next for ClearSight? Movies? Are you planning to make movies or anything like that?
No, you see,
because I reckon movies, that's a huge work.
Yes.
Unless you're just wasting time and shooting silly scenes.
That is. Well, that takes a lot of time, and we want some quick money. If you want some quick money, then you gotta go, and it depends with your budget, man. Because a lot of videos cost a lot of money, to make videos and something like that. So, and it takes a lot of money. So if you wanna if you want to make money very quickly and stuff, then you're just gonna stick to events and stuff. So you get.
For example, I remember I'm good at writing movie scripts.
Script, yeah.
I've done it before.
Oh yeah. So you wanna get?
No.
But for us, we're working on something else because we're not gonna talk about it right now.
Okay.
Because it's very so it's gonna be more about promoting our people.
Okay.
Yeah, like what you're doing right now.
All
So
right.
it's gonna be so we're looking into that. Well, we're still working on that. Make sure we so
that's good.
we do the planning, all that kind of stuff. So
That's good.
So I think I'm not gonna talk. I'm not gonna tell when.
So
or
we should
something
just
like that. So,
be expecting something.
just
something
expect,
new.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
So otherwise,
Bro,
I'll say this. And
me,
then,
I'm good at remembering. So I'll remind you every time I talk to you, bro. We're still waiting for the new things, man. We're still waiting. All right. So as you heard, they are preparing something new, something to bless us.
Yes, because you've seen. Because I know a lot of people have been saying, "Oh, we need quality videos." When it comes to me, they'll be like, "Oh, I need some quality videos. I need to do," especially most singers. So they'll come up with the audio, like, but their audio, man, is whack. You know, they got, it's not relevant to what's going on right now. It's not relevant to what is trending right now. You know what I'm saying? And then it's not
up to the quality
up to the quality level, and then you got the composition, the way the arrangement of a song was, it's not, because when it comes to quality of the audio, you need to consider all that, the person who made the beat and everything like that. And that's all quality. So it doesn't matter how the video is. The video may be very quality. If the song is not, then
it affects.
Exactly. There's no
both sides.
market or anything like that you put into it. So, but at the end of the day, when we're doing videos and stuff, so it's more about the client, because we want, at the end of the song, we want you to remember, the face of the. It's not more about promoting ourselves now.
All right. Now we've spoken enough. We've spoken a lot. And I would like to, before I ask you the next question, I'd like to appreciate you, first of all, for making time to come and share your story and share your knowledge. I'm sure people, once they get to know you personally or closely, they will know the type of person you are. I've had the privilege to be that close. So anyway, I'm not gonna brag too much about you. I want people for themselves to find that out by themselves. But you are a very easy person to work with. You're very understanding. You're very.
Sometimes, man.
No.
Sometimes.
Well, I don't know
Very.
about other people, but for me, every time I give you my idea, I give you what I'm thinking. You are always like, that can work. Let's try to do this. Let's try to bring that. Let's try to put this together and let's see how it's gonna come out. And we anyway.
Because we're not friends, because we're not friends, man. Because we're not brothers.
Yeah.
So for me, like I said before, we don't care about customers, because customers comes and go. So we try to make a friendship, relationship where we can catch up for coffee. Like right now, we catch up and talk about stuff.
Correct.
Yeah, because there's some of the guys, they'll come up to me like, this one was too expensive. Why you too expensive? I'll go to someone else. Things like that. Most of them, they don't understand what's going on in the videos. They think like you just take the camera on. They don't think like it is.
That's it. There's a lot.
There's another process. You gotta.
I mean, sometimes I sit with you like for hours and
over
hours,
man.
Just a 4-minute song.
Imagine, just to get the message, to get the flow. So, when a client comes up to me like that, I'm like, oh man, you're too expensive. For me, I'll just say, oh, I have a client that pays me more, So people like you guys, they'll be like, okay, I'll get them to go somewhere else. So at the same time, you understand now. These people, that's a red flag already.
That's good. Do you have any advice apart from the passion and what you've said before for someone who's willing or wants to start a business? It can be in photography,
Photography, yeah.
or it could be in any other business in general. But you can talk
I'll
in the
go
in
one,
the
one
in the
who's finding
field.
my field.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah.
yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good one. So yeah, so if you wanna get into photography or videography, whatever, so it doesn't matter what equipment you got. So start up with just with the basic things, just a basic camera, get it to know it, and then start doing some free. You know, I know freelancing work, you know, I know it's very hard. You know, it's very hard to, you know, to get into it and the stuff. So you have to sacrifice yourself. You have to do some free stuff. Maybe start shooting something for your family.
To create a portfolio.
To create a profile and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then that will, you know, that will push you to. Because I remember one day there was this guy. He came up to me, and then I didn't have what he was looking for on my profile. And then I have to do some free work. It was like, okay, Fiston, you know, I got this for you. Can you come and shoot it so I can see how good your work is? And then, wow. And then I just, because I wanted some work, you know. Sometimes you just understand your situation and then move on. So I went and then shoot something up, and then, and then they like the work, and then I'll move on. So always, you know, you just have to keep on learning every day, man. There was some jobs that will challenge you. Yeah. And then you don't have to give up, man. But you know, it's time, because the time we feel like you want to give up, that's the time you have to just take a rest, and then
start up again.
Start up again in the morning or something another day. So, yeah.
Nice. Thank you so much for that advice. You know, so basically, you have to understand that starting up any business, you know, there is challenges that you're gonna come across. You know, you just have to be to never give up, to keep going, and to allow to build up your profile, like you said.
Yeah, exactly.
Build up your profile, because at the end of the day, that's what you need to present to your clients, so that they know that you are capable to do what and so and invest in yourself.
Invest in yourself, and also
knowledge.
Knowledge, and then it will take some time for you to start generating some revenue. For the money to come to, you know, maybe a year or two. So it just depends with the, you know, how quick you are, you know, learning things or something like that, keeping up with the technology and stuff and things like that. So, yeah, for just to encourage you to go to school as well, you know, to maybe learn something, learning about lighting and stuff, all kind of stuff. Otherwise, because if you just wait, do anything like that, and, you know, you focus for the things that you can do for the things that you can do in 10 years, if you just go maybe have someone to teach you or sit down with you, you can do it in 1 year.
Yeah, correct.
So it's better you, even less than that, you know, if you just be maybe humble, and then humble, and then leave a room to learn something
That's
new.
Correct.
And then
Nice. Thank you so much. Can they come to you for advice?
Absolutely.
Can people reach
Why
out
not?
to you and ask you, bro, I want to start a business in this field. What sort of cameras can I buy?
Exactly.
Stuff
I got
like
some
that.
stuff. Yeah, I got some people that comes to me.
Yeah.
You know, most churches and stuff. They want to start live podcasting and stuff. You know, for live streaming and stuff. Because I cover all that as well.
Yeah.
So if you want to live streaming for your church or anything like that, and we'll be able to help you out.
Nice.
Yeah, because everything is moving online right now.
Nice.
Because I remember there was pastors who, there was one day, man, they were like, oh man, this thing is for the devils and stuff. Oh, this and this. And then that when I get into the, you know, filming things and stuff, a lot of people thought I was I was going to be backsliding, like I said before. And then, but right now, when this Corona comes in, man, I start looking for it. Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm like, man, because now is the time, man. You gotta, yeah. So this thing move with the time, so it's better you.
That's good. Now, before we conclude our show today, final word. I'll give you 5 minutes. You say whatever you want to say. There's no question on it. Whatever that you want to tell our viewers, whatever that you have to do, if you have to, whatever.
No, 5 minutes is a lot.
Yeah.
Anyway, guys, if you're watching this, subscribe to this channel. You know, let's talk. So this is the man. Just subscribe. You know, hit notification, comment.
Yeah.
And and support our brothers. So start hating. You know what I mean? So, cause there was a wise man one day. You know, he came up to me like, Fiston, you know, our people are they unite very quick if they want to destroy another black man. I was like, all right. Wow. And since then, man, I was like, okay. So guys, let's unite, man. Let's support our brother, you know, what he's doing. And yes. That's all,
Okay.
man.
Okay. Is that all you have to say? That sounded like I tell you to say that.
No,
Do you have
man.
anything else that you have for yourself?
Nah, man, because people, they know where to find me, man. I say that, you already know where to find
All right.
me. So,
Well-
that's all, man, I got. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate your time.
Thanks so much, man. I
Yeah,
appreciate it for the opportunity, man.
And thank you for telling people to subscribe.
Exactly, man. Hit the button right now. I'm watching you, man.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I thank you so much for being with us all this time, from the beginning to this time. Man, I've been inspired. I've been blessed. I hope it's the same with you. And if it is the same with you, please share the blessing around. Please
That's what's up.
share it around. You never know who can be inspired. You know, sometimes even if you do not pick one or two things that inspired you, but you never know the person that you may be sharing this video to, they may be inspired with something. So it's not always about you. You know, it's about everybody else. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. And let's catch next week. I've got another special guest coming up next week.
We got
Sir?
a song coming up.
Oh!
Nah, that's all right. Let's leave this,
Oh my
man.
goodness.
We'll talk about this.
Oh
later.
my goodness.
On the next
Yes.
interview, man.
Guys,
Next interview.
this is exclusive. You are going to hear it first, exclusively. We have a song, me and this brother here, coming up. You'll be surprised what this guy has. I'm telling you,
joking, man.
you will be surprised,
Yeah.
and you'll be like, no way, this is not
that's
Fiston. I'm telling you. But anyway, guys, wait for it. It's a song that I've featured him. And it's an awesome song, man. It's gonna be in our next album, but we will release this as a single also, so that you people can get to know that this guy is not just talented behind the camera.
Man.
He's talented even in front of a camera or behind even in front of a microphone or behind of microphone, whichever one that fits perfect, that fits better. But man, this guy's got some bars.
No, don't say that.
Man. Anyway, I'm just gonna leave it. You're gonna see it, you're gonna hear it. Man, you're gonna judge it for yourself. But I know what I'm talking about because I recorded it. So, and I'm working on the song, so I know what I'm talking about.
True.
Anyway, guys, exclusively just for you. Thank you. God bless you so much. And I'll see you next week. Have a great week. Bye. Yeah.